The Beer Brothers is a comedy podcast where two dumb babies related by blood grew up and now review beers for you, the people. You can drink along if you'd like, but maybe don't do it in your car on the way to work. Drink responsibly. At home. In the dark.
What is up, beer babies? All hail the five. This is episode number 38 of the Beer Brothers. A brand new year, a brand new us. Not really. That was a lie, that last part.
No, we're exactly the same.
Yeah, nothing has changed in the last couple weeks except for we had a lot of time off. And
we might be worse.
Probably worse. Everything got worse
Yeah.
in the delay. Today we're going to talk about Micah's cruise. Me stealing some doormats from friends, and, some delicious beers. It's another beautiful day here in the neighborhood of the Beer Brothers. I'm Cody.
I'm Micah.
This is the Beer Brothers. Let's get weird.
New year, new beer.
Oh, well, that's very true.
Which I saw signs at the liquor stores for that, and I was like, oh, well. And then it wasn't really new beers. It was like, hey, try something. It was kind of conversion stuff. Like, do you like Bud Light? You'll like these. And they were local crafts.
See that?
It was very nice.
They're trying to get the change.
They are working on the 2020 change.
They're people got goals, and it's like, no more Bud Light.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
For me, 2020 is, and this sounds cheesy, but a year of clarity. Really want to, get rid of all the bullshit. So I can
that.
Set some goals and achieve them, and
Get them.
also so I can grow my penis larger. No, sorry.
I'm trying a new medicine.
I'm trying some new pills. They are penis pills.
Got some new penis pills. They're the new sponsor of today's show is penis pills.
Yeah. Penis pills. Go to penispills.com. Today, actually, don't. I'm sure that's a dirty ass website.
Dude, you're right. That's probably
Or
real.
it'll revert you over to
It's a mask of
an
another
ED,
website. Yeah.
like an erectile dysfunction site. Yeah.
No.
Maybe.
Actually, okay.
And if no one owns that domain, we are buying it.
It's already bought.
Yeah.
I just bought it right now.
We just bought it.
Go away. You can't have it. Penispills.com, sponsored by the Beer
It's
Brothers.
ours. Yep.
It's ours. Okay. Let's get into let's just jump in. Let's jump into this
The beer?
New stuff. Yeah. Let's go.
I'm a piece of shit. Yeah, see, New Year, same us. Okay. First beer of the year is from Braxton Brewing out of Covington, Kentucky, and it is the Winter Trip. Escape to Paradise and lift one to life. It's a pineapple Berliner Weiss style ale with natural flavors added. And this is what the full can description is. Chill out. Paradise is only a sip away. Just because the cold months are in season doesn't mean you can't escape away to the style of warmer days. Introducing Winter Trip, a refreshingly bright beer brewed in the spirit of summer that breaks away from the heavy winter sippers so that you can sit back, chill out, and look onward to the next summer trip ahead.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah. So.
All right, so first pour of this beer, we're just, maybe we'll keep it short this time around. Who knows? We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But this is a beautifully hazy golden ale that reeks of pineapple when you pour
There's
it.
a shit ton of pineapple.
Oh, I mean, it's actually a beautiful smell. It smells great. Micah's girlfriend Lauren gave this a sip before and described it as gorgeous, which is...
And she made me pour her half of mine, which was sad.
Well, yeah,
but
but
it's fine. We share.
You got to share things. But this is a beautifully bright, citrusy ale. It's a little sweet. It kind of has, in my opinion, a cream soda type feel to it.
Like a little bit, yeah.
It's a little creamy. It's got the citrusy notes. It's got a little bit of a punch to it, but this is a gorgeous beer. And for those of you with seasonal affect disorder, this might make you feel like you're in the tropics. I don't know. Maybe.
I think trying to mix up your drink selection during this time of year might not be the worst idea, as far as trying to find something to kind of get you in the spirit of summer days and vitamin D.
Gotta get that D.
Gotta get it. But yeah, so I had a lot of pineapple-y drinks on this cruise I was just on, and this would have fit right in. So I will say, for the people who do like to take those winter trips, this is kind of in the spirit of, pineapple, sitting on a beach, got a little beer. It's a little combo.
Hanging in a hammock, you got some grilled shrimp in your lap for some reason.
Some cabana boy just dropped some shrimp in your lap.
Here, take these.
You're eating it.
Just the noise that grilled shrimp make on your swim trunks.
Yeah.
That's it. That's exactly it. Yeah, this is a great. This needs to be around in summertime. Actually,
yeah,
they don't need to keep this in the winter.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's like weird because it is a summer beer in the winter. I think they're just like we're tired of making winter beers. We just wanted to go ahead and make a summer one. But I like it a lot. It's really good. Take my little
sipper.
I mean, on the front end, it just smells like pineapple juice. So this is a very easy sipper, especially for people who don't like beer. It's kind of more of a juice beer. It did not foam. It does not lace down the glass. So there's that tells you there's usually a lot of extra shit in it. There's a lot of juice, like fruit juices do that a lot, especially if there's no hop levels. There's like no hop levels in this thing. So that'll usually keep it from foaming if that's the case. I've noticed pineapple tends to do that a lot. A lot of our pineapple drinks that are not IPAs or pale ales tend to not foam up quite as much as other beers, or the foam disappears immediately. So
we're gonna go opposite of like normal. I feel like a lot of people are like, I know a bunch of people are doing, I'm gonna eat better this year. Mm-hmm. Like I'm gonna be better, eat better. And we went.
I'm gonna eat more, be worse.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of where this is going a little bit. I need to get your opinion on something.
Okay.
You remember when we were like, you might have been 9, 10, somewhere in there. Okay. I was like 13, 14 in that range, and we would go to Shoney's like breakfast buffet.
Yeah, dude.
Okay. Can you still, and I don't know if on your cruise they had the buffet style thing. What is your viewpoint now as 30 in the 30s of buffets?
Dude, they're fucking garbage. It's like, have you ever had a catered lunch and it's always like, this is kind of shit? I mean, you're like happy you have it and it's okay, but it's never great.
Yeah.
It's like that 24/7. That's what it feels. It's just constantly, mass-produced food for lots of people. So it's kind of trash. As a kid, you're like, shit, fucking CC's Pizza? God damn it.
Love CC's Pizza.
Crushing some CC's all day. But yeah, as an adult, it's rough. And I will say on this cruise, there was a lot of food. And it was hard.
So we went to Cinema yesterday, which I don't know if you know what that is, but it's a restaurant in Nashville.
Is that over off of 8th?
Yes, 8 South.
Over by the Sutler?
That's it.
Okay, another one.
Right next door.
They're supposed to have a fantastic all-you-can-eat French toast. Is that right?
They
have a brunch thing.
We went yesterday with some friends.
Okay.
And they had, $15 bottomless mimosas and Bloody Marys that you could interchange.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what it was. That was great. Varying juices. You could have pineapple, orange juice, whatever.
That's great.
Yeah, it was good. But they had their buffet style, and it had tons of food on it, like good food.
Okay.
And as you come in the door, you can see the buffet lines. There's like a biscuits and gravy with fried chicken line. There's like your traditional like croissants and everything. Then in the back there's like a panini press, and for some reason salad. I don't know why salad is on this bar. No one's there to get
breakfast salad.
Little breakfast salad. Then you had your classic, eggs, bacon, sausage, right? Mm-hmm. Upstairs you had a waffle bar.
Gotta go upstairs for waffles.
Yeah, you had to go up the.
Damn.
I mean, you felt kind of like I'm a movie star because it's like one of those
Yeah, spiral
wrap
staircase
around.
up the,
Yeah,
yep.
it's pretty elegant looking. I mean, it's a nice place, super nice. And the waffle bar was legit. They had like whipped cream, like Oreo whipped cream to put on them.
Okay.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good. But they also had a menu of things you could just order.
Mhm.
Like if you didn't want to go that route, it was $28 a person
For the
for
buffet?
the buffet.
Damn.
And I'm looking at all of it, and I guess I'm just in that point of life where it's like, I would rather have just like, give me some yogurt. Give me some, like, I'm getting old, okay?
My teeth don't work as good as they used to.
It's not so much about that. It's just feeling disgusting. Like, I don't really like to feel so full unless
Yeah.
I've starved myself all day.
Yeah, for sure.
But this is like 11 in the morning, and we hadn't planned on going there. We planned to go somewhere else that
yeah.
apparently closed, just vanished. The place.
What was it?
It was Louis' Wine Dive.
Never heard of it.
Okay, well, they also had a bottomless thing going for brunch.
Mm-hmm.
And we show up and there's nothing in the building. Like, they're gone.
All you can eat if you can find anything.
Yeah, the phone number didn't work. They didn't have a
Wow,
Facebook anymore. They got wiped off the face of the planet.
Holy fuck.
It was like, what? Where do
Some
we go?
places
So we
can't
ended
keep
up.
up, man.
Yeah, we ended up at cinema, and it was fine. But like, my thought was, I looked at Louis' Wine Dive, and they had this burger, and I was like, that's what I'm gonna go with. It's gonna be about lunchtime. I don't feel like just pounding down on tons and tons of carbs and all kinds of things. I'll just go with like a burger. It'd be cool. And when that was closed, we kind of got pigeonholed into this other place.
Yeah.
And they also had a burger, and I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna order a burger. And I swear to God, I think the waiter was just like, I know you want this $18 burger, but we don't have that anymore. So, like, I ordered it, and he was like, I forgot to tell you, we're out of.
You know what?
We're out of those.
Weirdest fucking thing. We're not making you a burger.
We're not. Weirdest damn thing on the planet.
It's the weirdest thing. I don't want to make you a burger. Order something easier.
Yeah, so he's like, just, and I didn't want anything else on the menu, so I was like, okay, I'll get this thing. And 17-year-old me would have destroyed the place. It would have been like, give me all the bacon, give me all the sausage, give me everything from every station. I think I got 2 plates, and one was like from one place, one was from another. Got through those things, I was like, I can't do anymore. Like, it was not worth. It was a sham, really. Like, they make money off of you in a buffet.
Yeah, they do.
Like, here's some powdered eggs. We made these eggs from powder.
They
this
take
morning.
nothing. It takes 5 cents for every 18 bites you have.
I remember that in Vegas too. Vegas had like, that's like what they're famous for.
Yeah.
Like, the buffets in Vegas, and you go, it's the same damn
It's
thing.
the same shit. Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah, you just don't have
I
people.
always ordered meals in Vegas.
You still have people with meth teeth taking your order. That's
Yeah.
the only difference between Shoney's and Las Vegas.
Wait, isn't that the same?
It could be.
Wait, you said which one has meth teeth?
Shoney's has meth teeth.
Oh, I thought you said Vegas does.
They might, but
They might.
it's
Or-
mostly breast implants.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
You
fair
got any
enough.
tokens you can put in the slot? You're like, well,
What slot are we talking about?
what? Why are you dressed so scantily for breakfast?
Yeah.
I don't
I'm just
understand.
trying to eat a waffle. Leave me alone.
Why are your nipples so hard right now? I just want a coffee and orange juice.
Just give me a coffee and Bailey's and leave me alone.
Coffee and Bailey's. But yeah, I don't know. And I wish I could have. I wish I could have just been like, oh, it's going down. We're going. I'm getting a mound of food on every plate to make up for the $1. And some of me wanted to do that, but I couldn't, dude. I got to a point. It's like I can't do a panini.
I physically can't do it anymore.
Yeah, I just can't. It just even drinks wise, it was like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm
Gotcha.
good. Gotcha.
Yeah. So I get it. Well, our cruise was kind of the same. There was a lot of food everywhere. I will say this, just outside of food, they had some good options. There were some things I ate that I enjoyed. There were some things I ate that, like, this is trash. The minute I got back, I was thinking, like, I need to take a break from food. I need to detox, all this shit. I ended up eating, like, out or, like, fast food or something for dinner every night for, like, 5 days. Because it was like, I wanted my foods. I wanted the foods I like that are not this, like, weird cruise line food shit. Like, I almost needed to detox my body with other food that is also bad for me, because that cruise line food, I never felt, like, fully satisfied when I ate anything. Which is weird. You eat a lot.
Did they have pizza?
Yeah, they had 24/7 pizza. They had a dude just slinging dough.
All the time.
All the time.
Little Jimmy in the back.
Yeah.
Just...
We had the drink package. Okay, so I get 15 drinks a day I've already prepaid for.
Did you actually get 15 drinks
I think
in
I
any
hit
day?
13 one night. I never hit 15 ever. But it was still worth it, because in the end, I think you end up paying like $60 a day for drinks. But that also allows you to get, like, free coffees, free water bottles to your room, like all these different other things that end up adding up over time.
You're just like, I got the drink package.
Well, I mean, you just hand them your card and they would ring it up and it would come up as 0, and you just sign a little piece of paper. That's pretty much it.
So did you have to tip?
Gratuity was already prepaid, so I did not have to, but there was an option to add additional gratuity if you wanted to. But all that's a pool, so, like, if you want to tip somebody you like, you give them cash. That was kind of the general knowledge of it all. Anyways, so yeah, I had a moment and we were sitting at the bar. It was like New Year's Eve, one of the busiest times. Everybody's trying to get a drink before, ball drops. They're about to start handing out free champagne to everybody. And this woman sitting next to me, and, they're getting frustrated, and her friend's being an asshole. And, we were like, well, they're a little understaffed. They're we were trying to be positive. It's like, I'm not going to let this ruin my trip. I'm still getting fucking a stupid amount of alcohol in my system. I was like, they're trying. It's hard. There's a lot of people demanding a lot. There's a lot of mean people demanding a lot. These poor cruise workers. And so her
Greyhound of the Seas.
The Walmart of the Seas is what it is. Both. Both are just as bad as the other. Greyhound of the Seas is good. She's talking to me, and I was like, well, they're trying their hardest. They're understaffed. And then she said something along the lines of, like, well, I don't know if you work here or not, but blah, blah, blah. And I was like, wait, what the fuck did you just say to me? Look, I know I'm tan with dark curly hair, but fuck you. And she didn't mean anything by it, but except for that, like, weird backhanded racism, I think, that existed there. It was weird, man. I ran into some weird...
I love, you don't understand the amount of joy I get from you getting profiled. Like, because, well, one, it's sad that anybody gets profiled for any reason, but it's also extremely hilarious because you are not by any standard, like, ethnic. Like, you just happen to...
I just happen to have a look.
You just gotta look, man.
I was blessed with some dark...
weird polar opposites.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
He's white and pasty. I'm dark and beautiful. What do you want?
Well, that's fair. I look like a cold dead fish, and Micah looks like a sun-kissed beach.
Well, it didn't help that I had gone out in the sun for one day and just walked onto the boat like I was fucking Enrique Iglesias, just like... Our second beer of the year is from Fat Bottom Brewing out of Nashville, Tennessee, and that is the Teddy Loves Pilsner. Now, I couldn't find this on their website, so I don't know what the reference behind Teddy Loves Pilsner, if this is like a person close to them that worked with the brewery. I don't really know. But I did find a description on taplister.com, and this is a German-style Pilsner, a true-to-style German Pilsner that is clean, crisp, and dangerously drinkable. A carefully crafted collection of Pils malts, traditional yeast, and a mix of Old World and New World provide a bouquet of aroma and flavor perfectly suited for all palates. It's a pretty nice description. Yeah, a little weird that I need to research this a little bit more, but I wasn't able to really find a lot, so I might reach out to the brewer and see if we can get some more notes. But what's interesting is that every can of this that I saw at the store, there was a couple of different art, like can art. packs that you could buy. And this one is like inspired by the Nashville Predators. And it was actually done by a local artist named Ryan Thomas, who works at Black 13 Tattoo, and his Instagram handle is, or maybe Twitter, I'm not really sure. I'm assuming Instagram is Ryan Thomas B13.
What up, Ryan?
Where you can check out his art. So we'll definitely tag him in the post for the show this week. But I thought that was really interesting to use like local artists to do your can art and then kind of like tag them on the can. It's really interesting.
Like it?
Yeah, it's a really good way to, so local businesses supporting local businesses. And the other can art I saw was by a different artist, so I'm not sure like how they select that or how they go through that process. But yeah, I thought that was really interesting. Anyways, what do you think of the beer?
It's very crisp and bright. It's probably the best way to describe that. It's got a, I mean, I think when Americans hear Pilsner, they think of Budweiser, which is like, it's just, I don't know, it's just kind of beer. I don't really know what to describe that as, but when you have a craft Pilsner, it always seems to have a little bit more bite to it than what you would get from a Budweiser, you would get from, any of the other places. But it just, that's what it is. It's got more bite. It's got a little bit more, trying to think of the best way to describe this. Floral side of it is there, but it's not so corn-esque.
Okay, I see.
Like it's not like as mellow as like a Bud Heavy.
Yeah, so this, well, actually, let me go ahead and I forgot to address the ABV on this is 4.4%. It does have 30 IBUs. I don't know if I said the ABV on the last beer, but it's in the like high fours. I think it's like
deliciously light.
Yes.
We're gonna put it that way.
So a couple of session ales here, starting early, but this one's a 4.4. I'll agree with that. It does have like a bright bite to the front of it. I'm not sure how much I love it or like it. I think it's just because it's not, like you said, when you drink a Pilsner as an American, you're used to like Bud beers. I took a sip and I was like, oh, this is different than what I thought it was going to be. I think because there is a little bit of hop to it. It's got a little more going on. It's not a bad beer at all. I think you have to take Pilsner out of your brain and maybe think, this is more of like a dry hopped something. This is...
No, I think the reverse is that you got to get the old out.
Yeah, you got to get the old out. New World, this is what they're talking about.
This is how it should be.
Yeah.
And we've only been exposed to the bullshit that we've had before.
That's true. We've only been exposed to like the clean, crisp Colorado mountain water of Coors Light.
Or the ultra-filtered, extremely corporatized
yeah, exactly.
product.
Yeah. That is Bud. But no, I mean, it's a good beer. It is. I think you're right. You do have to kind of get past the old thought of what a Pilsner is to understand this beer a little bit. I do like it. Probably not one of my favorite beers. Sometimes when I'm drinking like a light beer like this, I want it to be easy to just put down, if you know what I mean.
I think the common thing, and we won't have to stay on this long because I don't want to spend too long on it, is that lagers tend to have a very clean and smooth finish, and oftentimes I think that is confused for a Pilsner. So when you think of like Coors Light or Coors or any of that stuff, that's actually a lager, and that's why it's so smooth, and that's why most full-bodied lagers are smooth.
Yeah.
Pilsners, they're not supposed to be that way.
Oh, okay.
And so when we think, oh, Budweiser, smooth finish, not necessarily. You want some of those notes of the grains and the hops that they've used, and we're not used to that. So
we're used to watered down shit.
Yeah, do you like urine for beer? Budweiser. Anyway.
Do you like to drink your own piss?
Budweiser, we're going to offer you $3 million to sponsor us. We'll be like, you know what, guys, Budweiser
is great. We're drinking and reviewing Budweiser every day of the week.
I love Bud Heavy. Let's go Talladega. All right? Woo! Here we are. Okay, back to the carnival of racism.
Oh, yeah. The carnival of racism. God damn. Yeah, I mean, I just saw stuff where it's like, there was one guy who'd been serving us all morning, and he limped around a lot behind the bar. Clearly had something wrong. And this lady's like, why you limping? And he's like, I have a limp, like, I just have a limp. I always walk like... She's like, oh, you just always walked like that? He's like, yeah. And she goes, oh, my bad. And I was just like, you are a stupid fucking piece of shit. There's just a lot of, like, dumb people. There's a lot of stupid people.
Yeah, I don't even know what to think about that because there was a guy in high school that literally had one leg shorter than the other.
Yeah.
And he limped. Like, that was his thing.
Yeah.
Now, he wasn't afraid to tell you, like, yeah, you know, I was just born with a thing, and my leg's a little bit shorter than the next. Like, it's like an inch or two less. It wasn't like it was, like, hugely different. Like, he's like a pirate walking around or anything. But he did have a limp. He wasn't, like, the most athletic guy, but wasn't afraid. But also, I would never ask a complete stranger. And I think a lot of times people ask those things because they think,
I'm going to connect with this human.
I'm just being friendly. Like, what can I do to identify with this person?
So there's a lot of stupid people like that. But what was funny is one time there was this one bartender. I never saw him till the last day of the trip, which made me so mad because he was the best fucking bartender on the whole boat. It was the New Year's Eve night, like after the ball had dropped, went back to go get one more drink at the bar. And he had, he was there, and I walked up. He immediately looked at us. He came up. Most of the bartenders kind of just like serve who they can when they can. We walked up to the bar, and he immediately looked at us. He came over, and was like, "Hey, you trying to get a drink?" And we're like, "Yeah." And he goes, "All right, it'll be 2 hours." And he like walked away immediately. And we were cracking. I was like, "I fucking love this guy already. This is great." Because like at least he's kind of entertaining you while you're having to wait. It was taking a lot. It would take you sometimes. You'd be at the bar for 10, 15 minutes if you weren't fortunate enough to get somebody to look at you right away, just depending on how busy it was. So he was trying to make it kind of fun. Another group came up, did the exact same thing. He was kind of just like fucking with people. It was awesome. I think his name was Olan, but it was very easy to call him Alan just because it was like Allan. But I heard somebody else call him Alon. I wanted to get it right because I feel like it was fucked up when people are. I heard a guy. This is another weird racist thing. Who was like, "Oh, Christopher, that's the easiest one I've seen yet." You know, just shit like that. Where you're like, dude, shut the fuck up. So weird shit. But regardless, I was like, hey, is it Alon or Al? Like, how do you say it? I want to make sure I get it right. And then he was like, "Oh, no, don't worry about it. It's Alan's fine." And I was like, no. I mean, I was like, I'm just trying to be nice. Like, I want to make sure I get your name right. And then he was like, "It's Alan from Philly." And I look at his thing, and it's Alon from the Philippines. And I was like cracking up. I was like, this dude's great, okay? He has a great sense of humor about the whole thing. Yeah, he gets it. And then he looked at my tab, and he tried to say it. He's like, and then he gave Lauren her tab. He's like, Lauren. He looks at Mike and goes, Micah? I was like, it's Micah. See, people fuck up my name all the time, too. That's why I'm trying to get it right. It's like just kind of fucking.
And you're like, no, I'm not foreign. I'm not.
Yeah, I was like, see how it feels? I was trying to get it right, all right? It was just like.
I have a little tan. I've got brown hair.
Yeah.
Brown eyes.
Oh, my God. It was actually the guy who was our room attendant. He called Lauren Micah and me Lauren. The whole trip. We never corrected him. We just were like,
that's
no,
great.
It's fine. I'm not going to even bother.
I wonder if it was like, I wonder how long I can get away with.
Yeah.
Calling them the opposite.
Yeah, the opposite of the thing.
I know it's different.
Yeah, and he didn't mean to, but he had seen Lauren first. He's like, me, sir, Mrs. Micah? And, so, all in all, I will say, regardless of all those little instances, the cruise was great. Because of the company that I had. All of our friends, we had a great time. At one point, we're at Half Moon Cay, which is literally this, like, crescent beach. Mm-hmm. Bluest fucking water I've ever seen in my life. Mm-hmm. And we're just sitting out there in the ocean just throwing frisbee for with 12 or 14 of us in the water in a big circle for 45 minutes. And that was it. And it was just like the most relaxing day. I was like, man, this is fucking perfect.
The last time that I did that on a beach, it was.
I pissed myself.
No. There was no alcohol involved. I was in Florida, and the kids were going out, and I had sunscreen on, like everything was good. My pasty white self.
Yeah.
And I just thought I had a hat. I had like a Braves ball cap and glasses on. Mm-hmm. Kids were like, "Let's fly a kite." I was like, "Oh yeah, let's fly kites.
Let's fly a fucking kite.
Today's
the day.
Fucking kite, man." And so flying a kite, we're like getting seashells.
Shit. Yeah.
I get back to my hotel room that night. I don't have fucking nipples, man. I'm burnt to shit. I've never been so burnt in my life.
You're just all.
And
nipple.
I had like literally 70 SPF on me.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was bad. I just got back. I was just charred. I was like steaming.
I had what do I have? I think I had a 15.
Screw you and
Yeah.
your damn whatever skin you got, because I didn't get that.
Olive, I don't know.
Mom,
fairly northern.
talk to the
Ireland.
mailman. What happened to me?
Yeah. They have this crazy slide. Okay, they have these slides that the kids normally ride on.
Okay.
Our last day at sea was really windy. It was a very windy day. We had a great little section in this like 21 up and only Serenity Lounge. So there's no kids. You're away from all the crazy music and all the crazy people. We had locked this thing down early in the morning on the last day. So it was just our group in a big corner with no one else to bother us.
That sounds
We were
awesome.
really close to a bar, and sometimes they'd walk up and take your order if you wanted to. Like, we had the fucking spot the
That
whole
sounds
day.
amazing.
Oh, it was incredible. We were taking naps up there. The wind's blowing. Beautiful day on the ocean. It was perfect. But it started to get a little chillier as we got further north. So we were like, all right, this is the time. We're hitting the slides. Because the previous day we had tried to hit it, apparently the boat was leaving the dock, and there was something about the way the boat was tipped that the water was coming down the slide too fast. And they're like, you don't want to do that. And I was like, it's just a fucking water slide. I now know why
Get a damn enema.
they said that. Because
My asshole's out.
so there was 3 slides. There was one that went over the edge of the boat, but that was called like the silly fun slide, and it wasn't fast. I literally looked up and just saw a kid's ass trying to force himself down it, and there was water, but it wasn't getting him going.
Yep,
he
been
wasn't
in
going.
those.
And it was long and had a bunch of turns, but it wasn't very fast. The other 2 you would race on, and when you came out the end, you could look up and there was a clocked timer on your speed.
That's dope.
It was awesome. So we got in it, and I was like, heck yeah, guys, let's do this. You climb straight up, and the wind's blowing. I was like, man, dude, it's fucking cold up here. Like, I'm cold now. And you're at the highest part of the boat, pretty much. And it feels weird because it's just a bunch of stairs, and you kind of feel like you can feel every movement the boat's making up there.
Nope.
You're
Don't
like,
like
this
it.
is a little terrifying.
I don't like that.
And the person working the slide has like a coat on, like a jacket, like a warm jacket.
They got pants and a toboggan.
Dude, they
and
had pants and
gloves.
like a fleece jacket on.
Yeah.
And I was like, everyone downstairs is wearing swim trunks and you're in winter gear. So we go up and we're like, all right, I'll get in this one. One of my other friends got in the other one. I was like, let's do this. And there was no one in the line for this. And now I know why. Because it was absolutely terrifying. I got in this thing, and at first I was like, okay, cool.
Now, hold on.
I was like,
Wait,
all right, I
wait,
gotta
wait.
get speed, gotta beat my friend down the slide.
Okay, we got to talk about the structure of the slides. Were they intertwined like a braid?
No, they were started at 2 different points, but they kind of crossed over each other at one point, but they were just they just kind of
Like Sidewinder? Kind of just
yeah,
like...
sort of sidewind. I mean, it went around. You definitely probably did a full like circle at one point, but
You felt your face
but
like
you're
flatten
going,
out at
but
that
you're
point.
going very quickly. Like the water pressure's fast, and it's a faster incline than that weird twirly
Okay.
swirly kid one.
Yeah.
These don't go over the boat, thank God.
You black out from the G-force.
Dude. Okay, so I get in this thing and I'm like, all right, I got to get like body position to go fast enough. You know, like you're like, I need to be aerodynamic. So you get aerodynamic and all of a sudden you're picking up speed. And I was like, oh man, oh God. And I hit the first turn. I'm like, kind of splash up and water hits me in the face. It's like, oh fuck. I hit the next turn on the other side. Water hits me in the face. I was like, if I don't take a breath soon and get it, I'm not going to be able to breathe in a minute because I'm about to start getting so much water in my face. The second I think that, there's so much water in my face that I can't breathe. And then I'm just getting, I realize I'm going so fast, and like there's this thing, it's kind of like when you're sledding and you want to stop, so you put like your feet and your hands kind of down. I think I just put my elbows down, and all of a sudden I'm just getting like fucking bucked around in this thing, like poof, poof, just back and forth, sloshed around, and then I'm just underwater, and I just come up, I'm like, oh my fucking God. I actually didn't realize that I had cut my elbow doing that, like putting my elbow down. I later went up to the bar and Lauren's like, I mean, you can't really see it. It wasn't much, but when I went up to the bar, Lauren's like, are you bleeding? She's like, there's something on your arm. I was like, oh, maybe it's just like strawberry daiquiri stuff because there was like kind of on the bar. And I was like, oh no, I'm fucking bleeding. That thing cut my elbow trying to stop myself. So I really equated the whole, I think my friend Tyler said that he at one point, he could have sworn he was like upside down looking at the bottom of the boat because it had like thrown him in a circle. You know, like he was just like, dude, this thing whipped you. And so I equated it. I was like, you know, that slide was a lot like 2019 for me.
Yeah.
It's like at first I start out, I'm like, all right, yeah, we got this. And then it's, oh, shit, I'm going a little too fast. And then all of a sudden, next thing you know, I'm upside down. I can't breathe, and I'm underwater. Then I come out the other end. I have no clue where I am, and I'm 30 years old. It's like...
that sounds about accurate.
Yeah, I was like, that was my
Maybe that was everybody's 2019.
Yeah, I think it was everyone's 2019. I mean, I watched one of my friends. She came out alone. She didn't do it against anybody else because she kind of got there late. And we were like, all right, we'll wait on you. Because all the way to the top, comes down. She came out, and I don't know how her sandals stayed on her feet, because if you had worn anything in there, it was gone if it wasn't a swim trunk. It tied down to you. Yeah, basically. I mean, you came down with a wedgie, for sure.
You're basically birthed.
Yeah. Essentially, you're just getting thrown out into the world. And she comes down, and all you see are just her feet in the air, just two sandals that just in the air coming out. And she sits up, and she's got like one eye closed, and the other one's just moving around in circles, like, where the fuck? And she's like, honestly, I'm so confused. I don't know where I am right now. Like, what just happened? It was great. I would have done it way more times had I known it was that wild, but it was a fucking trip.
So I have not the same experience, but it's just one of those things where you maybe haven't been on a water slide in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, 'cause as a kid, you go on a water slide, oh, this is fun. You know, it's like that little kid you saw that's just kind of scooting down, and
Yeah.
you know, you don't have a lot of weight to really push you down a slide. And as a grown ass man,
You have so much weight to get that centrifugal force.
Yeah, I went down a couple of slides. You know, some at Disney World, some at the community pool. You know, that have slides.
Yeah.
And I just remember feeling like my head was glued to. Yeah, like the force is so much. Like I couldn't look up, and it was just like you said, like you're just drowning because your feet are pushing water. And it's like,
exactly, dude. There was just so much water going in my nose, I couldn't breathe.
You come out, you're just like, oh, that was fun.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, that was wild. We were laughing hysterically when we came, and then unfortunately there was the long walk back to the other side of the boat, and the wind was really going, so we were freezing our asses off.
Cutting that ice.
But it was one of the funniest. It was one of the funniest things on the trip, I'd say. I think. You know, as far as just a general experience that happened, it was pretty good.
Our next beer of the new year is from Rinkaskaya Brewery out of Lithuania. You know, just like Micah traveled overseas for his cruise, we went overseas to get this beer. Not really. It was brought to us, and that's fine. Today we are trying their Porteris Porter. It is a 6.9 ABV with a 9.8 IBU. This is what it says, or at least what we could find from their website. Mm-hmm. It says, it is a beer with a rich and colorful character. This beer is brewed from 5 types of malt, which give the beer a special taste. Caramel sweetness perfectly matched to the bitterness of black malt. The bitterness and aroma of the beer is added by the hops of the yellow, sub-mosaic, and Saaz varieties. So this is supposed to be a porter, and porters that we're used to are black, like
or brown. They're
dark
brown or black, like
you know the color. They're like the color of your hair.
Yes,
which had you racially profiled in a lot of places.
Black? Is it brown? I can't tell.
What are you? We don't know. But this is more amber in color, and I don't.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like a deep caramel.
We had to, do our good old internet research because the can is in a whole other language, like every bit of it, which is great. I like that, actually.
Yep.
So we're going to try something really new, really different today.
Yes.
Not the good old American stuff. But anyway, so at first looks, in a porter, I'm not looking for amber color. I'm looking for like dark brown,
black. A lot of deep
coffee,
malts, coffee, chocolates. Their definition of a porter is so fucking different than that.
I don't like it. I don't like this.
So okay, obviously we're skewed because our palate is probably very different. So it's hard. From the palate that I have, though, I don't love it. I'm not going to sit here and like sugarcoat it and be like, well, European beers and whatever. I mean, you can say that all day, but I don't love it. We drink a lot of beer on here.
We've drank
We've had a lot of beer, a lot of styles from all over the world, and
we've seen a pretty consistent thing.
Yeah.
If it's this style, it's what it is.
yeah, this is very out there.
This, I think it was marketed, I've heard that brewers sometimes will brew with an idea of what they're going for. Hey, we're going to brew a porter.
Comes out,
and then when it comes out, it's like, this isn't a porter, it's something else. We're just going to name it the other thing and not stick to our name. I feel like maybe this is what happened here, because to me, this is like caramel popcorn. This is not like coffee.
Yeah.
That's the flavor I get out of this when I sip it.
Popcorn's a good description because when I smelt it, it kind of smells like my dog. A little bit like a dusty, stale dog needs a bath.
So tasty.
Yeah.
So tasty.
Which sucks to say, but
this is
I mean, dude, it does. It smells like when my dog has been laying downstairs all day and no one's been home, and he just reeks up the whole downstairs with his odor because there's a lot of carpet down there. You know what I'm talking about. You walked in here a couple of times while I was on vacation.
Yeah,
There's
I
a
smelled
stale
it.
dog smell when you walk in a house sometimes, and that's what this beer smells like. It's weird.
So if you want to taste wet dog, go ahead and get you
he's dry dog. He's dirty dog.
Yeah, this is not. We need to do an episode of the worst beers we've had, and compare them and give a worst beer of the year.
Oh shit. Yeah, this is
this is in there. This is not the best thing I've had.
It's definitely the worst I've had this year. But the year's early.
Oh yeah, it's winning.
So,
it's winning right now. Top of the ranks.
There's
this
time.
Is not good.
To get out of there, Rikiskew. I don't know how to say it. I'm sorry.
Rikiskew.
Yeah, there's a lot. It's a lot of. There's some letters I don't know in there.
I'm sorry, guys.
We butchered this one.
Woo.
Well,
and maybe, part of me feels like because other parts of the world have made beer way longer than Americans have made beer.
Yeah.
That maybe we're off base in some of our tasting profile.
You know what this tastes more like? Like a Belgian triple.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the ABV of a triple.
No, it doesn't.
Nor does it have the smoothness.
Which is weird. It's a 5.6.
Yeah.
Which is really strange, and it's
Actually,
not as smooth, but
batch.
the flavor is a Belgian triple.
Okay,
It's
well,
really weird.
we're just gonna move
So if
on.
you really like Belgian triples, but you don't want the same amount of alcohol, I guess, which is kind of weird. That's like half the point of a triple.
You might dig it.
You might dig this. I'm not super into it though.
No, I don't like it.
Yeah, it's rough. All right, well, next thing.
Okay, so I want to tell you a story. It's not really a story. It's just kind of something funny I did, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
We went over to a friend's house. I don't even know what we were doing. No, we were dropping something off. It wasn't even like we went to hang out.
Yeah.
I had on sweatpants. I didn't have shoes on. Had a tank top on. Might have been raining that night. I don't know. It was just like, hey, we're just dropping by. I got to drop something off.
Uh-huh.
And we drop off the thing. We knock on the doorbell, or we hit the ring doorbell
system.
or the Nest, whatever. One of the camera systems that's out.
Yeah.
They come to the door. We drop off the item. They close the door. I'm like, all right, good night. And I just take their doormat because they had the same letter as mine, our last name. It's like, oh, okay. I'm just gonna take it with me. And I grabbed it and I ran off. And this is all captured on camera.
Yeah.
And I knew it would be captured on camera. That's why I did it. Because I was like, it's going to be so funny for them to be like, where the hell's our doormat? And then for them to see the video of me just getting down and like, woo, I'm going. Running off with this.
What did you do with it?
I just threw it in the back of my car. I didn't like do anything obscene with
I thought
it.
you just throw it in the bushes or something.
No, I took it with me.
Okay.
I legitimately took it.
Yeah.
So they take the video from their camera, edit it down to neglect the part where it's like, oh, we're friends.
Yeah.
And just made it look like I was a complete random person to come up and steal a doormat. And they post it to their HOA page, like the homeowners association. And all these people start getting really upset about me stealing a doormat. Like, they're just like, why would he do that? Well, it's obviously a child because, Carrie's with me. Yeah. And she's like, put it back. I was like, no, it's funny. Like, you can hear me saying it in the video. and she says my name, but they can't hear exactly what she says. So you have all these people start calling me Tony.
I think his name is Tony.
Tony the door thief.
Oh man.
I heard it. I know what his name is. Like, they were like legit like people that wanted to like have an investigation about me stealing this doormat.
This is so funny.
From my friend's front door. And I kept it for months. I kept it a long time. I didn't ever give it back. And they knew I had it. There was like, you still have a doormat? I'm like, yeah, it's in the
trunk of my car.
It's in the back of the car. The whole point was to like me to bring it back.
Yeah.
And then make another video like, oh, it came back to us. And I just totally, didn't do that.
Yeah.
I gave it to him at like a Mexican restaurant. Like, oh yeah, here's your doormat. Just you can have it back. But it leads me to the question of what would be a great thing to steal from somebody's door other than a doormat. That's completely random, not an Amazon box.
Yeah.
That could cause a commotion.
I'm trying to think of the things that people put in front of their doors or in their house, like in their yards.
You got a nice little wreath right now.
Yeah. That'd be rude if you took that wreath. Wreaths are not cheap.
No, they're not.
That'd be rude if you took that.
It would be even better if you took it and just did a dance with it.
And then put it back.
No, and then just ran.
Still took it. I mean, there's only so much stuff you could take. You could take chairs. You could take like yard sculptures.
Okay.
People have those little like frogs in their, gardens or
lawn gnomes.
Yeah, and their mulch and stuff. Their children. You could steal their children
if they're playing out front.
Yep. You could.
It'd be even better if you had on a face mask when you did that.
Oh my god. As a joke. Do you still have my kid? Yeah, he's just in the trunk of my car.
He's been there a week. Hadn't fed him. Hadn't checked on him.
He's been eating on a wreath that I took from someone else. That's fine. He's good.
It's another funny video I made in another neighborhood.
It was just funny. Just put it on your HOA page. People will laugh. Let me think. Yeah, people's dogs would definitely take a lot of dogs if I could. Guard dogs. Wait.
I think this is something I'm going to set out to do. Is
just steal people's kids and dogs?
No, just stealing things like that on video from people that are friends of mine.
Yeah.
And obviously not doing anything dangerous.
Yeah, but just have them posted
creating
online.
A bunch of shit. And they're like, no, I can't do that. That would be so terrible. Someone stole my kid from my front yard.
You fake a fucking kidnapping.
Amber alert.
Oh,
what's going on?
The podcast has been canceled.
It's done. We're done. It's
dead. Oh my god, that's terrible.
But I mean, we'd be famous.
You can also leave things on people's. Where did this come from?
Yeah, why they broke in and they left a pair of scissors on the floor. But nothing's gone.
Yeah. So I was thinking, what if you got a suction cup dildo?
Oh, yes.
And you just suction cup it just like right above the Ring camera, so it's just kind of dangling in it a little bit. And just that's it. But you wear a mask when you do it. You walk up, the camera clicks, you just stick it, you show it, you stick it on there.
Just give it a good wave.
Give it a good.
Actually, wave with the dildo before. Yeah. Like you hit the doorbell, wave, and then
maybe suck on it a little bit and then leave.
No.
What?
No.
Wait, what? Sorry. You just give it one good slap, just boom, and just run. It's like one of those door jams, like boom.
This is a great idea though, because maybe leaving not that, but if you got an inflatable, like a blow up doll.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And just like left him on the front porch in one
just
of the chairs.
Put it to where the mouth is just right in the camera.
Oh. This is one of the better ideas that we've had.
Yeah, this is a great idea.
This is it really, because I think people are so, obviously there are the Amazon pirates. There are people that come up and steal shit from your door, and that is stupid and sucks and whatever. But I feel like we're kind of in this weird age of overprotection. Like you're just so worried about someone coming to your stuff.
Yeah,
they're like, it's gonna happen. It would be really funny to like do the reverse. They're like, no, we're not taking anything. We're just leaving really inappropriate shit on your door.
Yeah, you're gonna hate us forever. Your children might be scarred, but
right,
whatever.
Our last beer of the day is brought to you by Dogfish Brewing Company. This is their Suddenly Comfy. I don't even know what else this Imperial Cream Ale. This is brewed with fresh apple cider, Saigon cinnamon, and Madagascar vanilla beans. This cream ale is made with all the fixings of a great apple pie, just like Grandma used to make. Grandma. I don't know. Have we even had... Grandma ever made anything? Apple pie? Probably not.
I don't know.
Probably not. Anyway, this is an 8% ABV, a 20 IBU. If you can notice from this beautiful color, look at this thing. It does look very beautiful. Copper in tone, almost orange. Might be because of the towel. Nope, it's still what it is. We're going to give it a shot right now.
Yep.
Cheers to you.
First sip.
Kirkland's.
Yeah, dude, I just drank potpourri.
Yeah, that's very flavorful, not going to lie. But anyway, Suddenly Comfy. That's the one. Get it. We'll let that video in there.
Yeah, so we were just recording a little video for that. Kirkland's, that's good. Yeah, dude, this is not good.
It's not bad.
It's not bad, but I don't want it.
I don't want it. It's really bitter.
Dude,
it's actually got like for all the apple, cinnamon.
And cinnamon. It's too much allspice. That's what it is. They put all of the spice in it.
All the spice.
Yes.
All of it. Yeah, man. It's wild.
Dude, this tastes like a fucking Jaeger bomb.
I hadn't had one of those in a long time.
Drink it again.
Well, I still haven't had one in a while.
Does it taste like Rockstar and licorice? Or Red Bull and licorice? It tastes like a Red Bull, dude. What in the fuck?
The bitterness.
The bitter.
Yeah. The apple pie was what sold me on this. And it's there. The cinnamon is there, but there is this oddly
Such a chills, dude.
soul shivering.
I just literally had a chill run up my entire body after sipping that.
I'm sorry,
and not in a good way.
I wanted to be good to you today. I was really expecting something else, but the sides of my tongue are just like they're like salivating, not in a good way.
Like, I need water.
I need aqua.
I need aqua.
A whole lot of it. Yeah.
It happens. You know, you can't win them all. Some people might love this. I don't.
I do get it as it settles, as the taste settles, and like maybe it's not like so whatever.
Yeah.
You know, because pie crust is not. It is kind of bitter. It's just flour.
It's bland. It's not. Bitter.
Yeah, it's flour
it's
butter
and bread.
That's pretty much it. But
it's a butter cracker.
Yeah, so I get it. I mean, I get what they went for here,
don't.
But
I'm just telling it like it is. I'm not. 2020. I'm not gonna lie anymore. Just gonna tell it like it is.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. Well, the last two beers were
kind of not good.
This one was better than the last.
I'm gonna try to finish this. I don't know if I will.
I will not. I will not finish it.
You can't make me.
Don't you put a gun to my head.
No, you're not my dad. You can't make me.
Tell me the ways of the world.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, literally, I kept trying to pinpoint it, and after that last sip, I was like, this tastes like a Jaeger bomb. It tastes like the bitterness of black licorice with the weird sugar in a Red Bull. That's what it tastes like, and I don't like it. I don't know what happened. I don't know what they did. I think it's the apple juice and the allspice are just not mixing like they should. I get the apple juice and I get the allspice, but that just makes it taste like a Jaeger bomb.
I think if they just said apple, cinnamon, and not like been
There's no vanilla.
No.
Or maybe it's the vanilla that's fucking it up.
No, it's not it. It's apple juice is telling you should taste something sweet, and this is not sweet by any means. It is just all the like
spice.
Yeah, it's just spice and the blank flavor, like the base. Like kind of if you're like, all right, I want strawberry flavor. Like if you had strawberry butter and it just was artificial strawberry and butter, you'd be like, where's the sweet? Because it's a fruit.
Yeah. When I was on the cruise, just real quick, I had a strawberry jelly that was neon. It was like glowing red. It was so bright, and it tasted like Captain Crunch Oops All Berries. It was not good. It was made in a factory. It was not. There's no fruit.
It was made in a factory.
There's no fruit in there. It was all fake. It was disgusting.
This is not disgusting.
No.
I'm not gonna lie. Even just smelling this, it's just not. I just think marketing did such a good job. Marketing nailed what they had hoped for. The beer is not what marketing.
Yeah, dude.
Like maybe have the people in marketing try the beer and then give it a good go.
Yeah.
You know, give it a good writing because I was oversold.
It's okay though. It happens. You know, you can't win them all. I don't think every brewery is always going to make a good beer, unfortunately, because Dogfish Head is a great brewery.
And they make a lot of good stuff.
They do. This is just really bad. I'm sorry. It's just not good. I can't drink this. I mean, I will. I'm probably going to go downstairs and drink it. And it might be like a little easier once it warms up because that happens with higher gravity beers. But it's just, it's too much. I can't do it.
Yeah. Okay, so beer of the day, I'm definitely going with the Winter Trip.
Yeah.
That was
delightful.
As Lauren said, a gorgeous beer. Very well balanced. It wasn't like super sweet or anything. It just, man, it was good.
Yeah, it was a juicy beer. It had some great flavor to it. Some pineapple beers come out weird, like fake pineapple tasting. This tasted like real pineapple juice in a beer. It almost was like a little pineapple man-mosa. You know what I mean? It was pretty solid. Honestly, I dug it. It didn't foam up as much as I wanted to. I think if it had a little more weedy ale taste, I would have probably enjoyed it a little bit more. But I will say it definitely won the day for me. I would drink that on a beach a lot over. I will say the only thing I'm sad about from the cruise is that they had their own beer line.
Mm-hmm.
They had their own craft beers that were Carnival made.
Okay.
And I didn't get to take any home because there was no way to buy them. So I'm going to see if we can reach out to Carnival and get somebody to send me some fucking beers. Because they have they have several. They have like a pumpkin ale and amber. Their IPA was fucking incredible. It was actually really good.
You should have just done it on the boat. Just made a video, man. Just put it on the IG. Just, you know.
I was trying to vacation, man.
Yeah. You know, a brief 2-second, hey, I'm shit deep and...
And I was bloated. I mean, I had a lot of water. The camera, they said the camera adds 10 pounds. The cruise adds 20. I mean, shit.
You're looking at 30 plus pounds.
Yeah, I mean, I can't tell you how much water weight I lost when I got home.
All right. Well, regardless, you know, hope everyone's whatever your resolutions were are going great.
Yeah.
They're probably not. You probably already failed.
Yeah, you probably already failed. They say January 12th is statistically the most likely day you will already be failing your resolutions.
That's why I don't make them.
Yeah, I usually wait till after January 12th and then I start making some.
Yeah, I was going to the gym.
I give it a 2 week and then I'm like, all right.
I went to the gym every day for about 2 weeks before New Year.
Yeah.
I was like, let me get a jump start. And it was just because I knew that January 1st it was going to be a shit show for the next 2 weeks. I was like, nah, I'm just going to let that go. Anyway, this has been the Beer Brothers. I'm Cody.
I'm Micah.